Alright, just so that we're clear, YouTube, I am aware that you have been remonetizing all of the videos that you have been demonetizing, which I am quite grateful for that. Almost all of them anyway. But seriously, me playing Papa's Pizzeria is too inappropriate? Okay, if you're gonna think that the video game, this one being in my video, is inappropriate, but you're gonna eventually refix the mistake, then why is Papa's Pizzeria... Jeez.
Hey guys, so if you've been watching my YouTube channel, then you would know that one time I reviewed my entire Captain Underpants collection, and in order of release dates, including the Captain Underpants, Super Diaper Baby, Ook and Glock activity books, full color editions, collector's edition. Just today I'm going to be reviewing my Diary of a Wimpy Kid series collection. So here we go.
That intro was filmed way back. Huh, okay, well, let's get on to it, shall we? Alright, so here how they are on my shelf. I actually don't know why they're in this order. It's not in the order that I got them. Can't remember the order that I got them. Huh. Hey, they're ironically in the exact same spot that my Captain Underpants books were in. Huh, that's weird. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? Oh, and by the way, I do not have the movie Diaries. So when they came out, I'm just going to cut to a picture on Amazon or something. Okay, let's start. Alright, let's try and get this done. So, we start off, of course, with Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Now, what's on is that in every book since this one, they start, like, labeling the book number that they are on the spine, but for this one, of course, the writer didn't even know it was going to end up being a series, so we just have the cheese icon there. Cheese touch. The thing that every single school started doing after this book came out. The cheese touch was a thing in my school before I even knew what Diary of a Wimpy Kid was. Many people have told me, like, oh, you should read a novel, and I'm like, well, I read these books, and they're like, no, those aren't novels, but, like, yeah, sure. Of course it's not a novel. This one has a red cover, and it takes place throughout the entirety of grade 6. It goes all the way from September all the way to June. And surprisingly, June only takes place on the final 2 pages of the book. There's only 1 day in June, apparently. I know that's not natural for someone to leave notes in their diary for every single day. I tried to do that once, but then I just ended up writing, today was pretty much a normal day, nothing special really happened for a bunch of days in a row. And now I think I'm actually a year behind. I think like the last I updated it was this January. But anyway, I keep notes on my phone. I keep notes in my phone about stuff that I'm going to put into my diary at some point. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that was the first book, and yes, I know this isn't the original edition, because you can see this stuff right here, but yeah, this is the first book. Whatever, it's not an original edition. Next came Diary of a Wimpy Kid Roger Rules, the second book of the series, colored blue. You know, once in art class, I remember that when I was painting, and I was painting, like, some colors up here, and some colors up here, and some colors up here, I was writing it in the order that the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book covers came in, and I tested everyone, and I was like, do you recognize the pattern? And everyone's like, no. And they said, it's the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book collection. And they're like, oh, I don't read those. And I was like, oh, okay. Hey, I just realized that the title for this is red, the same color as the cover for this book, and this is blue, and this is blue. But anyway, yeah, so this takes place in the 7th grade from September until December. So, yeah, it's a good read. I don't really want to spoil much of it. Of course, you can probably pause on the pages that I'm showing you right now, but, yeah, all these are good reads. Like, whenever I find myself being bored, then just picking one of these off the shelf that I just showed you that they were on always makes me feel nicer. So then came the first activity book called Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book. Yes, I know this isn't the original, because this is orange, and the original one was red, I think. I don't know, but I think this does have all the stuff of the original. But what I always found annoying from the second I got it was that the word diary is way smaller than in any of the other books. But yeah, it's pretty interesting, because you have all these activities over here, and then where is it? There are these funny comics here. I highly recommend them. I still haven't read every single one because they were so funny. I didn't want to read them all and then have none left to read. There's still, I think, this one. No. I read that one. I kept it saved for a while and then I said I haven't read this one. Of course, I could at any point, but I just haven't focused on it. I haven't read this one, and I haven't read. Turn the page. Haven't read this one. Yeah. And then after that, it's just pretty much a whole bunch where you can turn yourself into a diary. I have so many diaries to spare. I had like the first one I had was this red one back in like 2010. Look how messy my handwriting was. Then I had this one which was kind of all tied up, but yeah, private property. Don't look. Currently, I'm writing in this one. It has a 7-year pen. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that like if you just write for 7 years nonstop, it's not gonna run out, or is it supposed to like last for on average 7 years? But hasn't run out so far, and I've been using it for quite a couple of years. Then even when that runs out, I have an almost identical one here in dark brown, but there's nothing written in it. I also have this one, which you need a key for or something. I haven't written in this one either. Yeah, this little notebook that I leave clues in to try and solve mysteries. So many things you can find while looking in your old stuff. Then came Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw, the third book, green. Which is funny because for a long period of time when I thought of the number 3, I would think of yellow, and then 4 would be green. I don't know how that got mixed up. But anyway, yeah. Inside cover, green. Very creative. I guess he ran out of colors, but yeah, this takes place over the rest of the 7th grade from January all the way till June, I guess. And yeah, and June doesn't take over the last couple days, but this kind of freaked me out. You know, I was a really little kid. There's a lot of things that freaked me out, but the 6th was right after New Year's Day. What I always found annoying, though... Hang on, wait. So after that came Diary of a Wimpy Kid Book 4, Dog Days, which takes place over summer vacation. We completely skipped over summer vacation in these 2 books. But what's odd is that they made a movie on this book, and this book. And people have always said, because I guess they were tired of the kids complaining about continuity, like, oh, why didn't you make a movie on this book? Well, they said that the movie based on this book was actually based on this book and this book. No, it wasn't, okay? Because this takes place in the school year. And I'm pretty sure that none of the events that happened in this book actually happened in, well, I guess there are some, but like, just, like, I personally thought that the second movie was more likely to have events from this book. But anyway, okay, yeah. Moving on. And after Dog Days came the first edition of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Movie Diary, or the Wimpy Kid Movie Diary, and it basically just says how they made the movie. And yeah, I think I had it. I think they had it at my aunt's school. I worked there for a bit to get some of my high school volunteer hours done, but yeah, I looked inside in some bookstores and it does seem pretty interesting. Then came Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Ugly Truth, Book 5, purple cover. This takes place from it takes place from September of grade 8 till November, I believe. But yeah, I found it's kind of weird how these books just kind of end pretty abruptly. I've been using that word way too much. People who have watched my Doctor Who reviews will get that little joke that I made just there. After The Ugly Truth came the second edition of the movie diary, which I'm pretty sure, according to what I've read, has everything from the first one. It's just it also has stuff from how they made the Roderick Rules movie movie thing. And after that came the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book number 2. Not just a Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book. The Diary of a Wimpy... No, not even Diary. The Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book. This one's a little bit updated. It has all the activities from the first one. And just a few extras. A few extra comics as well. But that just causes, I think, like a couple pages less for you to write your own stuff. But yeah, personally, I would recommend picking this book up. The only reason why I even got this book was because I was a kid and I really wanted to have everything complete. But yeah, why I don't have the movie diaries? Yeah, I think I don't know why. Or maybe I got this one first and then I saw those updates and I got this one. I don't know. Then came Diary of a Wimpy Kid Cabin Fever in a light blue cover. They said that they were going to make like an animated half-hour movie on this, and then they never did. What month does this actually start in? I got all this stuff in the inside cover. Here, feel free to pause it if you want to read it. I'm sure I almost said Dave Pilkey. Who even writes this? Jeff Kinney. Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that. I enjoy that Jeff Kinney one, right? Yeah, it picks up in November and goes to like December, and it was at this point that he realized that he was running out of middle school years, so then he just started giving like a couple months to each book. Oh, and I have this in paperback form. I guess that's just how it came. And after Cabin Fever came the third Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie diary, which again I think has revised and expanded edition, has how they made the first movie and the second movie. It says it also has the third movie based on the fourth book, and also the third book, even though it's obviously not. It's based on the third and the second book. But anyway, okay, good. After that came Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the third wheel. Back when I didn't know what a third wheel was. If you're wondering, it is like a middle school thing. Basically, it's like if there's a boy and a girl in a relationship, but then there's also a best friend, kind of like Superman, how he has Lois Lane, even though they're not really in a relationship most of the time, and then Jimmy Olsen, and Jimmy Olsen is more of the third wheel, even though, if Superman and Lois were actually together. It's like you have a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and then you have another friend who hangs out with those two, but he's not like in a romantic relationship. Many people say they don't like to be the third wheel because that means that they're the one who is not in a relationship. Personally, I have no interest in being in a romantic relationship, so I'm personally fine being a third wheel. I don't know why, but this inside cover always interested me for some reason. This book takes place in January and goes to February, I believe. Valentine's Day makes sense, and these books are hitting the end of the wall. Then came Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Hard Luck, the 8th book with the 8 ball. I didn't know what an 8 ball was prior to this. And, this takes place... Orange on the inside cover? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, this takes place in March and goes to April, I'm pretty sure. Then came Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul, which is when they all come in paperback form from here on out. And, this one... I was incredibly disappointed, not by the movie, but I heard that it is bad, but I haven't seen it yet. But, apparently it takes place in the same timeline as the other movies, but just with different actors. But this book ended on a cliffhanger, and I was so looking forward to it being resolved. But then it never even was mentioned again. Oh, by the way, what's interesting about this one is that this is actually the second book where we skip over a couple months. The first one was in Diary of a Wimpy Kid 1 and 2, and we skipped over summer vacation. But this one just completely skips over May and just goes straight to June. And it's only June in this entire book. Jeez. But I guess they were on a road trip, so Greg got bored. And then comes Diary of a Wimpy Kid Old School, the 10th book, also in paperback, black. And I guess I won't know what the inside cover books look like. Feel free to update me in the comments about what the inside cover color was like. But yeah, this takes place over... Yeah, what I found so weird was that this picks up in September, which would logically mean that he's in grade 9 now. But he later mentions that he's still in middle school. I guess I had just hoped that we would have stopped paying attention to the timeline. After that came Diary of a Wimpy Kid Double Down, which I do have, it's just it's not at this house currently. Baby silly boy. But yeah, this is the 11th book, and again, it just pretty much, I don't think the writer's even really caring about which months he writes down at this point. He's still in middle school, even though the math works that he would be in grade 9, but I don't know. Ooh, cool, they have them numbered here. That's pretty cool. And then after that 11th book, sorry, I don't know why I just jumped down the page there, but anyway, after that 11th book came the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie diary, the next chapter, which this time I don't think does have how they made the previous 3 movies, just the 4th movie. I guess it is a reboot, and also the book would be getting kind of thick now, but yeah, so I would personally recommend just getting the most updated one and then this one. Unless if this does have how they made the previous 3 ones, I don't know. I don't know, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but yeah. Unless if you just want to be getting it for the sake of completing it. And then finally came Diary of a Wimpy Kid The Getaway, which hasn't even come out yet at the moment of filming this. But yeah, it's going to be released soon enough, so be sure to get that. And yeah, hopefully it's just as good as the other ones. That's all the books. Not all here. I don't have the movie diaries or book 11 or book 12, but yeah, so Diary of a Wimpy Kid Book 1, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Book 2, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Activity Book, Book 1, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 3, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 4, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Movie Diary 1, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 5, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Movie Diary 2, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Activity Book 2, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 6, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Movie Diary 3, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 7, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 8, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 9, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 10, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 11, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Movie Diary 4, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid 12. There, so are we all good? Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video. I guess I'll see you in part 2 once a few more books come out. And yeah, so thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like so I know you enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, please leave a dislike so I know you did enjoy it. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to tell me why, because it feels awesome to get some motivation and encouragement. If you didn't like it, please leave a comment down below saying why you didn't like it so that I can improve next time. Otherwise, I won't be able to improve and just going to treat a dislike as a 4 like. And subscribe so that you know my next video comes out. Thanks guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I gotta start packing up all these books. See ya.